gentlemen, introducing your host from the birthplace of extreme, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at, well, an average weight for a person of his size, Shondell Wilbur.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are fresh off of All In. Say that 5 times fast. The pay-per-view just wrapped up, so we're doing our review show here on the Bury the Booking podcast, wrestling podcast. Back again. This is Dell. That is Devin. We are on the other side of the Wembley show, and it was a show. They delivered. Some things happened, some things didn't happen, and some predictions that we had on our previous show, the review show that we did, should say the prediction show we did earlier. We hit and then we missed, but we're going to talk about that. Let's just jump in with the pre-show with the 0 hour. We had Aussie Open loses the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships to Adam Cole and MJF. Clean. Straight up clean. Nothing happened. No rigmarole. No shenanigans.
I wasn't happy about none of it.
Just a clean loss. So Adam Cole and MJF going into the main event match on the actual pay-per-view just won the Ring of Honor Tag Champions, and that was it.
Yeah. I wasn't happy about that fight.
No.
I needed more. I needed some shenanigans.
Something.
I was looking for some wildness to happen.
Yeah. We thought something was going to play out on the 0 hour that set up the main event, but no. We'll definitely get to the main event in just a little bit. We also saw Mercedes Moné in the crowd, former Sasha Banks. They actually would show her again later on in the night, just taking in the scenery. So that's clearly a thing. They showed her twice. They showed her on the 0 hour and they showed her on the main show. So
she coming to the AEW.
There's going to be some work involved. So we'll look for that. Hook beat Jack Perry to regain the FTW championship in the FTW championship match. The match was fine. Whatever. Jack Perry healed him, but takes this clean tap out loss, and Hook regains that championship, the FTW championship, which is fine. Whatever. Now, what everyone has been waiting for, All In. The show, aesthetically, was, when the show came on, when the live feed hit, it gave me the feel that I wanted from it. It was a huge show, packed house, the crowd was on their feet. It was electric. They were very excited for this show, and the show kicked off with CM Punk and Samoa Joe. So the show we just jumped right into that Real World's Championship match between Punk and Joe. And like always, Punk and Joe do not have a bad match. They just know what they're doing, and their chemistry is ridiculously off the charts. I know we both predicted Punk to win this match, and win the match he did. But the crowd was alive. Samoa Joe completely unimpressed by CM Punk's entrance. The crowd was very much behind Joe in this, and Punk played it up. Yeah, it's one of those things, of course, with CM Punk. You either like him or you hate him. And the crowd there was some split chance between Joe and Punk, but for the most part, when Joe was on the offensive, they enjoyed it. More so than when Punk was. Punk was trolling the crowd hard, though. Early in the match, Samoa Joe swung CM Punk into the announce table, busted him open. We got blood. First match, straight out the gate. just no frills. But again, Punk playing up the heeldom with the he did the John Cena moves, he did the shoulder blocks, and then the spinning power bomb, and then he did Hogan's leg drop after he did the ear call. So playing up that whole, D-baggery thing that he may not necessarily have to play up.
I love CM Punk.
And look, he is who he is.
He is.
He is who he is, and that's what you get. Like, you don't get anything other than organic CM Punk, which, like you said, which is good. I mean, he did do a tribute to Terry Funk by doing the toe hold a few times, which was pretty awesome in there.
Yeah.
But back and forth match, like I said, Joe was performance wise was on his shit. Just everything was crisp, clean. Again, it's that familiarity with CM Punk. You couldn't ask for a better opener. They know what they're doing. They're going to deliver. They're going to get the crowd hot. And that's exactly what they did. CM Punk won the match with the Pepsi plunge at the end to retain his Real World's Championship. So there's that. We both called that one. You just don't have Punk losing this match. You don't have Samoa Joe winning that Real World's Championship and being the Ring of Honor television champion. I just didn't see it. And it didn't feel like it made sense. So now the next week for All Out is going to be CM Punk walking into Chicago in his home turf with that championship. And that was clearly the plan all along. Next up, we had the Golden Elite. Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega, and Kota Ibushi taking it on Jay White, Juice Robinson, and Takeshita. This match was good. This match, it was supposed to be my match of the night / day, or whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. And it took a while to get there. Just right out the bat, it took time to come together. And, by the end of it, good match. Real good match. My prediction was Jay, Juice, and Takeshita, right? And I think you had... I
had Omega and all them. And...
Yeah, you had the Golden Elite winning this one. Yeah, and turns out Takeshita got the win, got the quick pin on Kenny Omega here to win that match. I predict we're going to see the match that I was hoping to see at this pay-per-view at All Out, and that is a one-on-one match between Takeshita and Kenny Omega. I want to see that. 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 And I was kind of hoping we got it for the Wembley show, this gigantic show. I wanted that one-on-one match, but I guess aesthetically, whatever.
You can't put everything all in one,
Yeah. And that's the thing with having two pay-per-views back to back. You gotta save something for the other one. Like, so you have to sell All Out now because everyone's invested in All In, and you gotta make that other card attractive because you're asking for $50 more the very next week for something.
Yeah.
So you gotta give us something, but we're going to have whatever's going on this week is going to determine that, because we don't have many matches at all signed for the pay-per-view coming up next Sunday.
So the next three AEW shows, Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're just all going to be
signing matches.
Signing.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, I'm predicting you're going to get a heaping helping of matches on Dynamite. Like if they're going to go with the one-on-one match with Takeshita and Omega, they'll probably sign it on Dynamite. Rampage, not so much. Like, Rampage is that show that's there. You may get announcement of like a match on the 0 hour or something.
Okay.
But Dynamite and Collision are their main shows. So if there's anything that's going to get signed, it's going to get signed on those shows. But you also have to remember the fact that Collision is on Saturday night and the pay-per-view's on Sunday night. So they're literally just throwing a match out for the next day. So they can announce something, hey, this match is going to happen tomorrow. So we're going to get that. It's fine. Everything's fine. After that, though, we had the AEW World Tag Team Championship match between the Young Bucks and FTR. And this match, like I did predict, did not disappoint. It was like a couple of minutes. The opening minutes were a little, I don't know. Like, these teams, they have chemistry. Like, they've wrestled amazing matches the past two ones that they had. So it was, I don't know. I don't know what it was, but finding their footing in this one was, it took a few minutes. But once it did, it went right back to amazing. And these guys had a match. They really did. They had a great false finish with FTR hitting the Shatter Machine, thinking the match was over, get a near fall. But like right after that, there was a BTE trigger that I swore the match. They made me bite. They made me bite. They got me. I thought Young Bucks were winning that match once they hit the BTE trigger after the Shadow Machine false finish. But that one was great.
I called it though.
You did call this one. This was the one I thought the Bucks were taking this one, but no, the FTR like crazy sequence there too. But FTR wins, retains the championship, and has bragging rights for it right now because the story is they're the greatest tag team in the world. So that was the rivalry, and this saw afterwards FTR extending the hand, showing a respect for the Young Bucks, but the Young Bucks blow off the handshake. Rather, I can't say heelish, but they blew the handshake off, thus clearly continuing the rivalry and the animosity between these two. Which, again, you're not going to get a bad match out of them. If they do it again, they do it again, they do it again, they do it again, they do it 5 more times, you're going to get a great match each time. So I'm clearly okay with FTR winning. I kind of felt the Bucks might have took it due to whatever's going on with Cash Wheeler and that whole
I ain't think so.
going on. Nah, yeah, you stood fast.
I'm gonna call it right now. Young Bucks, you trash. See me. That's what it is.
All right, not a young bucker.
No.
I mean, I feel that. It's you either like them or not. Like I've had a long catalog of Young Bucks matches, and they've always been good to me. But I can see the argument though, like 100%.
Yeah.
Following this match though was the Stadium Stampede match. This match delivered all the craziness that you would expect from a match with Jon Moxley in it. And there was blood. And there was blood. And there was blood. This match, dude, like from the start, and I called it on the preview show that we had that you're going to get a lot of Eddie Kingston and Claudio Castagnoli, and that's how the match started. Match started when Eddie Kingston came out. He just beelined directly for Claudio, and the fight just started. And there was it was a lot, dude. It was like
We need more of this. We need more of this in wrestling.
like this was definitely your type of match.
Yes. We need this. This shenanigans that goes on.
Yeah. Like there was spots after spots. There was skewer spots. You know, Moxley of course took like a giant handful of skewers in the head. Like Penta's just pounding.
Where did he get him from? Where did he get that from?
I mean,
you just pulling, you literally just pulling shit out of the air. Like
there's skewers. We had Orange Cassidy almost got murdered by a fork. Just got repeatedly stabbed.
Exactly.
Just repeatedly stabbed in the head and all about the face with a fork. There were Legos I seen.
Who brought the Legos? Who felt as though it was a good idea?
We had baked goods. Trent's mom Sue pulled up in the minivan. She had the baked goods. They were hitting them with cookie sheets and all that. Like the match had everything that you needed.
It was fun.
Yes.
Something, that everybody needed. Like if you're going to be at this huge stadium doing these as big as London is,
you
got to have something out of this world, something that just way over the top.
Yeah, and they did it in Wembley. Good. There was a lot of like, all right, well, where's this person or where's that person? Because they were so focused on, other people, and Wembley Stadium is so big, and there's crowd everywhere. So when, like I was talking about before, when the Stadium Stampede first happened, it was during COVID, and there was just the Jaguar Stadium, and it was completely empty. So they do whatever you want. But now you have all these people. You have thousands upon thousands of people in this arena, and it was good. Everyone was into it.
And I think that's what really sets this type of event off, because they had that disappointment with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And that really hurt my feelings a lot.
They made it up to you in this match?
This is where it needs to be. I need to see more of this. At least violence. Once a month.
You need barbed wire. You need But
I don't advocate violence, but this yes.
This This was definitely violent. They had Penta. And it was funny because there was so much going on. I didn't notice that Penta was gone for a while. And then he came back, like, just completely, like, Penta Escuro, like, just completely different. So he has two different personas. And then he came back as, like, the more violent persona. And I'm like, when did he go back? Changed his gear completely to red and just came back. I'm like,
a costume change is sometimes needed.
Sometimes it's needed, and it was needed here, apparently. But yeah, you had the spot with Orange Cassidy taking the glass bottle, breaking it, and wrapping his hand in duct tape the opposite way, and sticking the glass on his hand with the orange punch.
Classic.
And that's essentially how the match ended. Claudio ate several orange punches, but the last one that landed with the glass fist put him out. And Eddie Kingston, Penta, best friends, Orange Cassidy, they win this matchup, and it was wild. It was wild. Definitely, like you said, it was definitely a fun, not for them, but
yeah. But that's what you need. That's like with the Hook and Perry fight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the best part was my man went through the windshield.
Yeah. Real glass. Crimea River.
That's what I need. When, of course, the storyline, that's added. Less story, more fights. You can give me the rivalry in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, you're going, a lot of the storytelling happens inside the ring, but, of course, professional wrestling, we have to set up that story with the story. And, this one, I loved it. I loved the Stadium Stampede this year. This was good. On to a match I didn't quite love as much was our 4-way match for the Women's World Championship.
Nobody liked it. The show just ended and people talking shit.
Yeah, that was out of all of the matches on the card, that was the weakest. And I don't know what it is about AEW's women's division. I don't like. There was a sign in the crowd weeks back, and it went viral, and it just said, "Book the women's division better."
Yeah,
and it definitely needs to be booked better. It really does. Saraya,
it's not like they
out.
don't have talent.
Exactly.
What's going on? You focusing on the wrong people. Like, you got all these great athletes ready to do work, and y'all not letting them do the work.
Yeah, it was. I mean, as predicted, there was a split between Toni Storm and Saraya in the match. Of course, the conflict. They're both on the same team, but it's every person for themselves in there. And of course, that was the obvious thing to happen in there. But Saraya actually wins the women's championship in England. So I didn't think she was going to win the match at all. I didn't have her winning.
No,
I didn't have her winning. I thought either Britt, which it looked close for a second. I was like, oh well, maybe they might go with Britt, or Sheeta retaining.
that's what I thought. That's what I had my money on.
Yeah, like I didn't really think that Saraya was actually going to win the match, but she won the match. So,
yeah.
I say it wasn't the worst match I've ever seen. It wasn't the worst women's match I've ever seen. It was just out of this card. It was
lacking.
It was yes, yeah, it was definitely lacking. Yeah, there was a problem there. Next to a match that did not disappoint was the coffin match. The coffin match between we had Joker Sting, sorta, kinda, and Darby Allin versus Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage. And this match, I mean, first of all, let me rewind it back. Sting coming out to Seek and Destroy. Yes. Like, that was awesome. And, just the Darby Allin and Sting always have like these like cinematic promo type things that lead up to their entrances. And it was just Sting saying it's showtime, all that. Yeah, that's Softy.
Okay, that is Mr. Softy in the background.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. I was trying to hear it.
Yeah, that's hardcore Softy.
That's cool though.
Yeah, listen
about it.
Hey, look, we got there's just plenty of kids out there, and he just slow rolls through the neighborhood, and
they come through here, and I live in an apartment complex.
Yeah,
because we got the huge park, so he'll park in front of the playground.
Yeah. So there's a playground up the street here, and then there's a school that we live next to, and a lot of kids play over there. So he'll either he'll slow roll.
They know where to get him.
Yeah, it's when there's the shady softies, the ones that come out at like after midnight. That
they selling drugs.
Exactly. I'm like,
I think I've heard a late night one around here once or twice.
Oh, they got him out of there.
This is the sun going down.
I'm sure the authorities took care of that.
Oh yeah, we're out of here.
Yeah, not in your area.
No.
Oh yeah, no.
You driving in an area where there's no kids.
Yeah,
you gotta go.
Yeah,
they're gonna escort you and your truck out of the town.
Yeah, you gotta go. But yeah, no, yeah. Stay away from, if it's the sun's down and it's after 10 p.m. that ice cream man is up to no good.
He's selling that stuff.
Yeah, there's some treats on that truck.
Yeah, get you a frozen push pop with some fentanyl. Crazy.
Sorry about that, everybody.
We got real time.
Yeah. We
Sting and Darby.
Sting and Darby against Christian and Swerve, and this match. I mean, I love Swerve. Love Christian. Definitely played it up. Good heel team. I think the match played out better than it would have if AR Fox would have been in the match, but you would have seen more crazier stuff with AR Fox and Darby flying around like ridiculous. You definitely would have got more spots out of it. Christian just not. Christian ain't doing all that stuff.
I didn't. When I saw the matchup, I'm like, I knew Sting and Darby were gonna win.
Yeah.
Like, fuck Christian, fuck Strickland.
Sting and Darby gonna win.
Yeah, that's just what it is.
Yeah, I mean, but this one, they had some things. They had the thumbtacks attached to the jackets. They're doing stinger splashes and, running into them. It was funny in that one spot where I guess Christian didn't realize that Darby had the jacket on, or the jacket had thumbtacks attached to it, because he went to spear him, and then after he speared him, like, he clearly got his hand punctured by the tacks, and he's looking like, what the fuck?
Nobody told him.
And then they had to take his next order of business was to take that jacket off of Darby Allin. So he's like, nope, we not doing this. But we had a spot where Sting wiped out Swerve through the table. Apparently they were selling the tables like that they're like reinforced with steel or something. It's like, it was just crazy because like
they're trying to hype it up.
The tables were not breaking, like, just across the board through the show. And so Sting goes to do the dive on the outside of to Swerve, and the table didn't break. So Sting gets back in, and crowds chanting. And then Sting just, the most awkward looking, because Swerve's not even on the table laying the long way. He's just like laying across the table, like his body's just draped over the table. And Sting just like jumps directly in the small of this man's back. And I'm like, damn. He broke the table, so.
You had to break it.
You had to break it. You can't
pull the table out and not have it break.
Well, later we'll get to that one, but yeah, and then Darby hit this crazy drop kick with Christian sitting down in a chair on the outside, so from the top rope to the outside, hit this shotgun drop kick, lays him down. We, as predicted, in our show previously, Nick Wayne and Luchasaurus, they were in the match. Luchasaurus came out to help Christian, who was about to get closed in the casket. Coffin. Sorry, it's a coffin match, not a casket match. Coffin.
Different show.
Yeah. So, Luchasaurus comes out to help. Nick Wayne comes out with skateboard, tries to attack Luchasaurus. Luchasaurus just clearly did not have time for that shit, and choke slammed Nick Wayne on to the skateboard and carried him off. They continue back to the match. At the end of this, Swerve and Sting go back and forth. Swerve goes to hit a 450, misses, eats the coffin, like just eats it. And Darby hit the coffin drop. They threw Swerve in. Now here's a funny thing that I picked that I saw. So when Swerve put Sting in the coffin, Sting put the bat out, and the coffin lid didn't close because the bat was out, right? So that was an extension of that. But I clearly saw Swerve's hair outside of the coffin when the coffin lid closed. And they called the match. Is not Swerve's hair an extension of Swerve?
Yes, but
wrestling. And yeah, I mean, the match had to end that way, so it was going to end that way.
You gotta have wrestling logic always in play when watching this.
That's like the old thing that Curtis Axel is currently still in the Royal Rumble all these years later. It's like it's like that. It's like they didn't really lose that match. The match should technically still be going on because Swerve's hair was out. The lid wasn't completely closed. One, it was dented all the way to hell from being slammed on, and Sting, Scorpion, Death Drop, Swerve on it, Darby's coffin dropping, and all types of stuff. So that lid was trashed.
Yeah.
And I clearly saw Swerve's hair. But, whatever. That goes in to set up Darby Allin and Luchasaurus for the TNT Championship at All Out. So that is one of the matches that is being sold for next week's pay-per-view. Mm-hmm. After this, though, we got Chris Jericho and Will Ospreay. Chris Jericho, who concerted himself to the ring with by performing Judas for his own entrance. Okay, why not? I mean, why not? Ospreay comes out, Union Jack, blows the roof off the place, Jack. Just the hero here. I mean, clearly you got Will Ospreay, you got Wembley Stadium. He needed to be on this show. You had to find a way to get Will Ospreay on the show. He's not contracted to AEW, but with the working partnership with New Japan and everything like that, it was you had to put Will Ospreay on this, and the match didn't disappoint. Jericho and Ospreay back and forth. Jericho played the heel in this one because there was no way you're not going to be the heel here. They're not going to not cheer for Will Ospreay at Wembley Stadium. We had a couple spots where Sammy Guevara, who accompanied Jericho out, hit Ospreay with the bat. He hit a low blow. Jericho hit a low blow on Ospreay, but at the end of it, Ospreay rallies back, does what he does. Was just better. He said, and that was what he said in his promo. He said, "I'm better than you," and he proved it. He beat Chris Jericho clean.
Yeah,
just put Jericho down, hit the hidden blade, hit the Stormbreaker. 1, 2, 3. So Will Ospreay took the win here, and it was. I mean, how could you not? Here, it's one of those matches where if Ospreay loses this, that crowd it's no. You're not going to do that in front of that crowd.
I don't even like Jericho no more. I just don't like him no more.
Hey, look, that's going around.
I don't know what the appeal was when I was younger. Now,
well, you were younger. He was younger, and
like a tool.
Yeah. After this, we had House of Black and the Acclaim with Badass Billy Gunn for the AEW Trios Championships. The match was fine, but before that, they very nice tribute for House of Black for Bray Wyatt. They had the lights down, which is what they do with their entrance anyway. But all the fireflies, the cell phone lights, and all that, and they came out with the lantern, and they put the lantern out in the front. So I thought that was really cool. Really cool touch there. Dressed in all white. So the House of Black was in all white for this one. Acclaimed and Badass Billy Gunn. He wasn't Daddy Ass until they won, which we predicted. I said it would have been cool if House of Black retained, but I mean we all knew that Billy Gunn and Acclaim were going to win this one here. And
not gonna let Billy Gunn lose.
Yeah, not again.
No, yeah.
Not again. Not after the whole, retirement and all that stuff that they have been doing with the story. But it was, it was a feel good moment, and I didn't hate the match. Match was pretty good. Match was fine. Brody King, which is good. He's week after week. Brody King comes off as more of a monster, which is warranted. I mean, look at him. And like now that House of Black doesn't have those titles, I don't know, if we're going to start focusing on them still a group but doing singles things. So, maybe we'll see more singles matches out of Buddy Matthews, who's awesome, and Brody King, who's awesome, and Malachi, who's awesome, so let's, we'll see where House of Black goes from here. And we'll figure that out. Next up, and finally, we had our main event, which was for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. It was Adam Cole against the defending MJF. This match delivered. One, Adam Cole came out full Borderlands gear, which was awesome. That was dope. I seemed like, wait a minute, I know that. I know that logo. And then the jacket and his gear was cel shaded. It was awesome. But came out to huge pop. Just for the match starting. The crowd was into this. And early on in this match, it was clear that Adam Cole came in wanting to win this championship. Like, Adam Cole wanted this bad, and early working as a heel here, pretty much. And just like his mannerisms and the things he was doing, and the just not hesitating to do things to Max in the match, that crazy as the match went on and as the story unfolded in the match, that MJF was not willing to do to Adam Cole. It was just, he was hanging on to the friendship. MJF was hanging on to this friendship here, and Adam Cole is like, yo, I gotta win this. I gotta win this match. Like, this is, I gotta do whatever I gotta do. Fuck all that. And it was back and forth. The crowd loved MJF, and they wanted to love MJF, and it just, the way the psychology of the match played in was perfect, because they got to love MJF, and Adam Cole was just,
he's an asshole.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was definitely an asshole in this match. The turning point at first was where he suplexed MJF onto the steps. Just nasty spot. Just rolled him up, just suplexed him. Dropped him on the steps, laid MJF out. Almost a count out win that Adam Cole didn't want, but MJF comes in last second, breaks that count, and they continued on. MJF. So there's a spot. Speaking of tables, we're going back to the table thing, and then it's like I said, the psychology of the match playing out. MJF gets to a spot. They're on the table on the outside, and MJF goes to power drive Adam Cole, and he's trying to talk himself up. He's like, "Look, you got to do this for the championship. You got to do this. We got to win this match." And he just couldn't bring himself to drop Adam Cole with the tombstone. He just he couldn't do it. And a couple seconds later, off the reversal, Adam Cole had an opportunity to do it, and Adam Cole did it. Table didn't break, but Adam Cole did that shit. Again, back and forth. Adam Cole's just telling him, I'm better than you. we're friends and all, but I'm better than you. Just telling him and getting himself to believe it as well. Then came a point there in the match, which was the first end of the match, which clearly wasn't the end, but because I was like, there is no way they're just gonna leave this at this. They both in the ring called the double clothesline spot. And they both double clothesline each other, and both their arms are draped over each other, and the referee counts to 3. So they pinned each other, and ref's like, well, they both pinned each other. The match is a draw. And then the crowd is about to fucking riot at this point. But I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
No way you're fucking this crowd like this. No way you're fucking us like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way that this show is going to end like this. And then call back to their time limit draw on Dynamite. Adam Cole asked for 5 more minutes. MJF originally turned him down before this whole bromance thing ever happened. And this time he calls for 5 more minutes, and MJF says no. He says no. 5 minutes isn't enough time. And then in his words, we're going to go until we have a winner at fucking Wembley. And that's what they do. Again, the match restarts. They near falls. Adam Cole's just laying shit in. Panama Sunrises on the outside and just doing everything he can to put MJF down. And Max just doesn't die here. Crowd's eating it up. He goes for the Panama Sunrise again in the ring, and MJF pulls the ref in the way, and ref eats the Sunrise. And then we get MJF like, Dynamite Diamond Ring. Rears its head.
Had a feeling.
Yeah, it you predicted that it was gonna make its triumphant return, and it did. The crowd just saying no. Crowd's just like, don't do it, because Max is hesitating. He's got the ring in his hand. He's got Adam Cole lined up. He's ready to lay him out, and he just doesn't. He doesn't do it. Tucks the ring back in his shorts. He just can't do it. He can't. Roderick Strong comes out, lays out MJF, low blow, and pretty much sets up MJF for Adam Cole, just saying, do it. I'm your friend. I'm your real friend. Do it. Pretty much delivering the championship to Adam Cole on a silver platter here. Gives him the belt to strike MJF with, and Adam Cole takes it, and Adam Cole doesn't do it. Adam Cole does not do it. He does not go full heel here. But that came back to bite him, because MJF got a small package win and retains the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. So after both men seemingly having this match, all they had to do was cheat to win. Neither of them decided to take that shortcut, even with Roderick Strong coming out and pretty much handing the match to Adam Cole. And he says no, he lost the match. And MJF immediately goes. Adam Cole's dejected in the corner. He's just beside himself at this point. And MJF says, listen, I got lucky. He said it could have been either one of us. He's like, it could have been either one of us.
Yep.
Like, look, I still love you. We're still. And then he goes out. He grabs the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. He's like, look, we still have this. Like we're still champions. And Adam Cole's just with that shit right now. He just takes that Ring of Honor Championship. He throws it to the side, and then MJF goes, this was never about that. It was always about the title. Like, you weren't my friend, and all this, and he's like, this is all that it is, right? It's just the championship. He holds up the AEW World Championship. He's like, is this all? He's like, this is it. This was all of it. Then fucking take it. And he throws it at him, and he turns his back to him. He's just predicting Adam Cole to just lay him out right now, and crowd's chant, "Don't do it." Crowd goes, "Hug it out, hug it out," and Adam Cole is contemplating, just saying "F it all" and just taking MJF out. Roderick Strong, of course, is all for this. Let's do this. But no, Adam Cole says no, and they do, in fact, hug it out to end the show at Wembley. So Adam Cole and MJF are very much a tag team still. The friendship is very much intact, and they are right now Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions without any problems. However, you see dejected Roderick Strong on the outside still. The Kingdom's out there consoling him. He's like, he thought he was getting his friend back, thought by giving him what he wanted, setting him up for the championship. Nah, Adam Cole and MJF are still on the same page here. Still friends. They confetti, fireworks, all that stuff goes off, and right before they cut credits, they announced that they're actually going to be back next year at Wembley Stadium. So apparently they are confident enough that they can run this at this capacity again next year. So it's already been announced that they're making a return to Wembley Stadium for
might be
All In.
An every year thing.
It could possibly turn into that.
Yeah.
But show was good. The main event by far. Main event was a really good main event. Like, it had all of the things that you want as a professional wrestling fan. Like, for in-ring storytelling and in-ring action, it had it.
And it wasn't as long as SummerSlam. It was a tight 4.
Yeah.
Jesus.
SummerSlam, yeah. SummerSlam took you through the ringer, man.
It was a lot.
Yeah, but no, this was a good show. I'm curious to see, like I said, we don't have much for All Out at this point. It's a couple matches signed, but we'll have tons of matches signed this week, starting Wednesday at Dynamite.
Yep.
So,
a lot.
Yeah. But thanks for joining us on this journey for our prediction show earlier. And if you have not listened to that, before you listen to that, listen to the prediction show first and see what we got right and wrong in terms of winners and losers. And then for the review show here. Thanks for joining us for the Bury the Booking podcast special episode, All In Review. Like and subscribe to the pod. Listen wherever you like to listen. Check us out on YouTube. All of the fine stuff. Share and enjoy. And we will be back talking more wrestling next time. So, see ya.